Good morning, everybody. We are here, 64 degrees outside. It's a little cloudy, it's a little cold, it's a little cool. But we've got chipmunks, we've got squirrels eating, and I'm going to tell you right now that raccoon brought her babies by last night. I wasn't thrilled to see a little raccoon family eating on the patio. We've got the franchise first in the chat. Ray De Silva, what's going on, man? Franchise, Ray De Silva, Gorilla Invictus. We got Stig Beater, Lemonless, Gorilla Invictus, Dark Bro, man. Stig Beater, Pudgy, Lemonless, Pudgy. All of you guys, so glad to have you in here. Let's check the market out and see what is going on. In the market right now, we've got AMC in the top left-hand side of the screen sitting at $4.90. Down slightly, about 2% on the day today. Shiba Inu coin sitting at 685 right now, 0.75% higher, and no action in the Shiba Inu coin right now, man. Volume is really, really low. GameStop sitting at 26.57, down 1.5%. We've got Bitcoin down at the bottom left, sitting at $26,000 per coin. NASDAQ cannot be stopped. The NASDAQ, man, 13,628 right now. We're going to be knocking on 14,000's door here, potentially by the end of the day. Guys, I don't know if you realize this or not, but it is Wednesday, June 14th. That means we are going to have the FOMC press conference at 2:30, the interest rate decision at 2 hours from now. We could either be soaring, moving much higher, or Jerome Powell could come in, increase interest rates even further, and doom and gloom reigns again. We're going to have to wait and see what happens, of course, 2 hours from now. And I will probably be home, so if you guys want me to stream that, if you guys want to watch what Jerome Powell's talking about and hang out in the chat, you can absolutely do so. I think I'll stream that today. Dogecoin sitting at 6.1 cents. Ethereum sitting at 17.40. Shiba Inu coin 6.85. Bitcoin sitting at 25,975. Mullen Auto. Dude, I played Mullen Auto. What was this? 1 for 25? What is 66 cents times 25? 16.50, man. I played this from like 60 cents to 16.50. That had to have been back here, man. I played this from like 60 cents to 66 cents. That must have been back in September of 2022 or something, because I got in and then I got out the very next day, man, and then it just has gone down from there. I would have hated to be holding this at $16, and Mullen is sitting at 27 cents right now. Dude, this is the crazy thing. You know, look at the action right here. Bottom. They couldn't push it below that dollar mark. I know that was on purpose. I know that they maintained compliance on this date, and then boom, the very next day, they break down through it. Guys, this stuff is not coincidence, okay? They maintained compliance. Those short sellers or whoever's pushing it down, man, they allowed it to maintain compliance so they could just eat retail for another 6 months. We've gone from we've lost 99.99% of its value in Mullen Auto. This stock is absolutely plagued, man. It is ridiculous. Sure, it's got bounces every once in a while, but man, I don't know if I'd touch these guys until they have a $5 million market cap on them. Sundial sitting at $1.40. The SPY 437.67. BBIG $2 per share. Highcroft Mining 33 cents. Netflix 440. And we should take BBIG off of here too, man. We should get some good stocks on here. Ape sitting at $1.61. MPW $9.07. Tesla 256. I bet Tesla ends positive today. People are probably just anticipating Jerome Powell coming out there and either destroying or helping the market. Enovix, 3% lower on the day, 18.07 on PID. Joby still looking very good, $7.86. Let's watch Bitcoin play its way out right here. Matthew, 7 months of bro, baby. Now that's what I'm talking about, Matthew. Let's turn this volume up so I don't miss any of those things coming across. We've got hope Shib in the market goes up today after the FOMC. You know what, Matthew? I hope so as well. I'm actually optimistic, dude. So this time we've got analyst consensus for no interest rate hike. With no interest rate hike, people should begin to allow their excitement to come out. Okay, stocks. Ooh, stocks are going to start performing better than the bank accounts. Dude, if you can go to the bank, man, and rips 5-6% in interest, you're going to do that before you invest in the S&P 500 and hope to hit 5-6% interest on an annualized basis. So it is very difficult for people to want to buy stocks right now with interest rates as high as they are. If we see that interest rates have peaked, if we see that Jerome Powell is going to start lowering interest rates soon, and then of course, I think that we could see the stock market begin to do very well, and of course crypto would be doing very well. Crypto, however, may not do as well because people are still very heavily focused on the SEC. So, Matthew, I'm with you, man. Kenneth in the house, baby. What's going on? 8 watching, 3 likes. Who's not doing their job? Don't say the SEC. Lemon Lust. There's a lot of people in here that aren't doing their job as well. I like to watch when it's 2:30 your time. What's the time now? Noon. So, in 2.5 hours... Okay, that's when Jerome Powell's going to start talking. I will probably throw a live stream on just in case you guys want to watch Jerome Powell hang out in the chat with each other and, whatever you want to do, man. Rip on him, praise him, whatever you guys like. Whatever happened to Marine Corps Brat? Pudgy. I actually have no idea what happened to Marine Corps Brat. I don't know. A lot of the people that were here during the AMC times... A lot of the people that were here for AMC, they're not here anymore, right? They probably got mad. They don't like the market. Maybe they don't like me because I liked the AMC movement. Maybe they don't like me anymore because AMC ended up coming down. I don't really know, all right? They don't come around anymore. So we can blame the Federal Aviation Administration if you guys want, but they just might not like me because I liked the idea of a short squeeze. Limit is 12:05 his time. Kennedy's Crazy Pulse is correct on that. Thanks, Kennedy. Absolutely. And where been Emma? Emma D. I don't know. Oh, my gosh, man. I got I don't know if I got a hair or what, but it's bothering me like crazy today. So if you see me going like this, guys, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be gross. It's just I got something bothering me. I don't know where Emma D has been. Has Emma D been busy? Come on, Emma. If you're listening, are you here? Jones is still here. J-Bones! Old Jones. Yes, you are here, man. I think it will be dependent on if Powell will cause it a pause or if they call it a skip and increase, which means something different. Yeah, Matthew, 100%. So even if the interest rate does not increase, okay, even if we do not get an interest rate hike or even if we don't get the interest rate hike, is what I'm saying. If it remains the same, 5.25%, people are going to be heavily focused on what Jerome Powell says at 2:30. Now, Jerome Powell, like you just said, man, could come out and he could give us good news. Potentially, everything is looking good right now. My gosh, this is going to drive me nuts. Everything is looking good right now. And they have no intentions of further increasing interest rates, but they will if absolutely necessary. Okay, we get it. You don't intend to do it. You think things are looking good right now? Cool. We can get on with that, and the market will probably rally. If Jerome Powell, they don't raise interest rates, but he comes out and says, this is just a one-time thing. We are going to further assess the situation when we get there. We will absolutely increase interest rates if we need to at the meeting 6 weeks from now. This is just because we determined right at this point in time we do not need to increase interest rates at this meeting, but we could absolutely do so at the next one. Depending on the man's tone and depending on the way he views the future is what's going to cause the stocks to move. So watch out, okay? 2 o'clock, you might see a nice rally higher. At 2 o'clock, things might begin to soar. No interest rate hike. People are beginning to think the best. Jerome Powell takes the stand at 2:30, and all of a sudden, he's Mr. Doom and Gloom again that says, this time was good, but next time could be terrible. If he says something like that, it'll pop right back down and give up all of the gains that you got at 2. So don't necessarily chase, okay, unless you're willing to have a pretty decent stop loss on there and get out if he does ruin things at 2 o'clock. Yo, dude. Gianluca Zizari. What's going on, Gianluca? How you doing, man? Jones still here. Heck yeah. Clebro, put it on mute. To go in the bathroom. Give a schnoz a good old blow. No, dude, I think it's not a blow, dude. It's like a little, it's like a hair. It's like a nose hair that's stuck sideways or something right now that's just tickling the inside of my nose, and I'm not liking it. I can't, dude, if I could blow so hard that I blow a nose hair out, Woo, man, that would be insane. I don't know if I could do that. Has anybody ever done that? I feel like that would be literally blowing your brains out. There's no reason to raise interest rates, period. No, Kenneth, I agree, man. I didn't think that we were going to raise interest rates 6 weeks ago, but he did, right? Now, at least this time, my consensus or my expectations are in line with analyst consensus, which is expecting no interest rate hike. So at least this time, things are looking a little bit better for my, I guess, expectations to come to fruition, but we will have to see. Yo, Mr. Palomino, what's going on, man? There she is. Who is? We talking about Pudge? We talking about Mr. Simon? We talking about M&D? Nobody knows. Also, what do you say? No, I missed that one right there. Also, I want to know, is it Simone or Seen Mun, what that Simon goes by? Oh, it is Simon. S-I-G-H, Simon, M-U-H-N. It's not Simon, it's Simon right there. S-I-G-H-M-U-H-N. For sure. There she is. There she is, Mr. Palomino. So glad to have you with us, Mr. Palomino. Man, you guys are cool. You guys are so cool. I'm not even going to lie, man. I feel like my grandma, man. My grandma used to tell me and my brother and my sister that we're so cool. I didn't believe it. But now I know why she did it. Because you guys are so cool. And I'm not even afraid to tell you. I'm really not. I feel like my grandma right now. And you guys are so cool, man. You really are. So glad to have all of you in here. And hopefully your coolness brushes off on me. Guys, if you did not see the video on Terra Luna Classic has officially reached parity within the Cosmos, so that upgrade went live this morning, and Terra Luna Classic was actually doing very well. That is Pepe, not Terra Luna Classic. We've got to come out here and search for it. But Terra Luna Classic was back up to 10,000 points per coin this morning. It's sitting at 10,014 right now, so not bad at all. 10,100 is what we've got on the chart. A 7.70% gain right now. $589 million market cap. Volume of $76 million and $80,000 in terms of decentralized volume. That's the volume that is going to get burnt. But Terra Luna Classic is looking very good at the moment. So I'm excited about Lunk there. I'm excited about the overall market today. If Jerome Powell does not raise interest rates and he does not squander the joy during his press conference. Let's see. You Irish, Clay? You know, I don't think so. I think Italian is the heritage there. Dude, who the heck really knows there? When you go so far back, I've never done one of those DNA tests, but at the end of the day, man, we're all brothers and sisters, right? At the end of the day, we're all brothers and sisters. But I think Italian is the most recent lineage that I would know about. Coolest thing to do is calling yourself cool. That is the coolest thing to do. Caesar, you are cool, man. No, you guys really are. Who's brasileiro, portuguero, americano, irishmero, hispaniero? Yes, palomero, palmino. I like it, man. I like it. All of those things. I said Simone, not Simone. Yes, Simone. It is not Simone, man. Not Simone. It is Simon. It is Simon, not Simone. Woo! I don't know where I was thinking on that one, but yes, Pudgy, you are right. Yes, Clay said. No, I did not. What are you going to do about it? I did not say that. What are you going to do? You guys can't prove that I said that? Act like this live stream's recorded and posted on the internet forever or something. You guys have no idea what I said. Hey, I got to ask a question, okay? And you guys might actually know better than I do. My dad was sending me some stuff last night about Moon Market, okay? Does anybody in here watch Moon Market? I'm aware of the kid. I've never really watched his videos or anything like that. But, and I don't know if you guys know where this is going already. Dude, I don't want to pull his stuff up on my video right now, just because I don't want him, getting weird with me playing a video, potentially having a video play in the background or whatever. But his most recent video, he's got a disclaimer in there. And his most recent video was about a penny stock, WISA. Now, he goes on just to give you this analysis on WISA. But dude, in his description, he's got a disclaimer that this was a paid promotion by WISA. That's a stock. We'll bring that stock up right now. Some AI, like tech stock, you know, they're going to be doing very well. The monthly charts are going from $11,000 to $1, right? Obviously, this is not a good company. But they've got this, he's got this video out there, okay? And WISA goes up over 100% this morning from like $1.30 yesterday to $2.50 today. Sitting at $1.17 yesterday to $2.50 today. Now, WISA paid him to make this video and post this video last night. Now, the timing is very strange to me. The video comes out last night. WISA paid for this video, and it pops up to $2.50 this morning. Guys, they paid, according to his description, $25,000 for that video. And he gets an average of 10,000 views per video, to like 10, 11, maybe 12,000 views per video. I don't even know if no individual company has ever emailed me or approached me to make a video. Cryptocurrency, like tokens, yeah, all day long. They email me all day long. But, I mean, he's got the disclaimer. He's got everything he needs in the video. A big old disclaimer that it was paid, like it was a paid promotion for WISA. But $25,000 for this basically junk stock to pay for that video when they had done nothing but go down. Right? I mean, getting blasted. And then this morning, as if they already knew, it shoots up to $2.48 from $1.17 yesterday. Dude, I've never heard anybody paying $2.50 per average view. Now, I got nothing wrong. A lot of people are mad at Moon Market for, you know, selling out or taking a promo like that. Dude, that kid should post every single video should be a paid video if he can get $25,000 per video to post. Like, no problem with that. He made it very clear that it was a paid promotion and all of that. So I don't understand why they would worry about him taking a $25,000 check to make that. Dude should be all about making as much money as possible. I just think, and I have never heard of anybody paying that rate for a video. I didn't know if you guys have heard that, because I know you watch more than just my channel, right? But dude, that's a crazy paycheck, man. Crazy paycheck. And it's almost as if WISA knew that they would be rolling higher today, paid a ridiculous amount for somebody to post their video, or at least waited to release that information until somebody had posted their video out there. It's just very strange, guys. Very strange. I don't know what Moon Market is. Thoughts on FAA all the time. My last name derives from the last name Cauldron, which has Italian roots. Very nice. Caesar. I like it, man. I'm part German, part Mexican, a little native. I call it Beaner Schnitzel. Oh, God. Pudgy, that's actually really funny, man. That's very funny. I hope nobody is just weird in here and doesn't like that or whatever, because that is hilarious, man. That is very funny. I call it Beaner Schnitzel. Oh, my God. He's got a little Mexican, a little German. He's calling himself a Beaner. Oh, my God. Well, gee, I don't know if I could say that without people on YouTube getting all weird about it, man. But you're almost, like, you can almost see the tears. You can almost see the tears coming to my eyes right now, because I thought that was extremely funny, man. I've never heard anybody say that before. Whoo! When Mullen done this split, I ended up with 995 shares after the split. The price drop, I lost a little, so I dollar cost average, and I'm back 3,000 shares. Very nice, Kenneth. I like it, man. And yeah, dude, after that split, Mullen has come down drastically after that split. Bonzinho! He probably took half of that money he got paid for it and invested in the stock. Probably sold it at a high, so he basically may have gotten paid twice. Yeah, Matthew, man. If he did, look, I am very happy for him. I am a complete opposite of a lot of the people that are in the comments, calling him a paid shill, a sellout, and all that stuff. If somebody was willing to pay him $25,000 for the same 9-minute video that he always does, he was excited about it, yes, but he wasn't telling you, go out and buy this, you need to follow my advice or anything. I did watch a few minutes of his video, but I've just never heard of that rate. I've never heard of an individual company that does nothing but lose money like WISA has been doing, paying $25,000 for a single video. Maybe if it was like an Andre Jick or Graham Stephan video that was guaranteed to get like 800,000 views or something, or 1 million views, okay. But 10,000 average views, I don't know, man. Only watch Clay, bro. Kennedy's Crazy Pulls. You know what, man? Thank you. You can watch other people as well, but thank you. We need DNA testing party. Then everybody can know everybody's history. They underpaid him $25,000. Yes, roulette wheel. They underpaid him $25,000. I watch 2 channels. You 95% of the time, and Mr. Ballin. Dude, I don't think it was my brother. I think it was my dad. I think it was my dad watches Mr. Ballin too. I don't think it was my brother saying that. I think it was my dad, but yeah, dude, somebody else. It was either my brother or my dad that was saying they watch Mr. Ballin as well. I think it was Dad. Oh, let's see. I am Zimbabwean and Nigerian. Very nice. How it goes, mate? Glad to be back. Havoc, glad to have you back. What's the latest on Gary Gensler getting fired? Sorry, guys. Stepped away from crypto for a couple weeks. Lonnie. So the latest on that, man. Gary Gensler has not been fired yet, but 2 Republicans, one out of Ohio. I don't know where the other guy was from. I forget. I just, recognized that one was from Ohio. Have proposed the bill in Congress. The SEC should have Gary Gensler removed, and the SEC should be restructured. I actually don't think it's a bad idea. Now, I don't know what it's going to turn into. I don't know if they're going to ask for more money. I don't know if the Democrats are going to push back and all of that stuff. But the current bill, which obviously has a long way to go before it ever comes into fruition, would basically remove Gary Gensler as chair, and it would set up 6 chairs. Basically 6 commissioners. Right now they might have 5 with Gary Gensler in charge. But it would set up 6 chairs, and no Republican or Democrat could ever hold more than 3 chairs. So you would basically be split right down the line. Republicans have 3, Democrats have 3, and then therefore there is no leader. They would still maintain their ability to kind of come up with rules, enforcing those rules, and so on. But it would take the kind of like political sway out of it, where you wouldn't have a political party that does it. And also they were staggered 6-year terms that you would be able to sit in those chairs as an SEC chair. So that's the latest. Obviously, Gary Gensler's not going to be fired tomorrow. This isn't something that's going to happen overnight. But I am interested to see how that discussion plays out, because I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea. And I think that these guys, based on their terminology, have been watching the channel, because I truly believe that there's a little tyranny going on in the SEC right now. And Gary Gensler flexing muscles that he doesn't have and trying to, make up his own rules, not have anybody check his power, and that is a tyrant, right? So I do think that this needs to be looked into a little bit further, and I'm glad somebody's stepping up in Congress and finally bringing it up. So we're going to have to see how that goes, man. Grrr, late. Had to get my truck worked on. Well, you know what, Kai? You're here, man. Glad to have you in here. Stepped out of crypto months ago. Just depressing. Yeah, roulette wheel. It is, but listen, I am very glad that you are still here, man. I'm very glad that you're still kind of listening, having fun in the live stream, and not surrounding yourself with it, but still staying in tune, so that if you do decide to get back in, you're already going to have a leg up on everybody else that's kind of waiting for all-time highs to be hit. I'm almost here. I'm almost there to J-Bones. Nice, Mr. Palomino, man. You guys are going 2 years here pretty soon. I doubt that he has Star Wars toys to play with. They hide from him. Something. I know I missed something, man. Zip Trader gets more, man. You know what, Wayne Grow? My dad did mention Zip Trader as well. I would, number one, hope Zip Trader does get more than Moon Market. Zip Trader's got like what, 700,000 or 800,000 subscribers. But dude, even if he's getting more than 25 grand a video, Zip Trader doesn't get hundreds of thousands of views. Doesn't Zip Trader rip like 40, 50, 60,000 views on the majority of his videos? I gotta see. I'm pretty sure he gets like 40s to 50s. Yeah. 30,000, 40,000, 20,000, 40,000, 18, 25. I mean, the market's down right now, so he's looks like he's averaging mid 20s to low 30s, which is not bad. I mean, that's excellent. He should get more. He's got 604,000 subscribers. Okay, he should get more than Moon Market. Moon Market's got 136. And he gets about double to triple the views that Moon Market does. But, dude, this is Zip Trader. If you guys don't know who Zip Trader is, I've watched several of Zip Trader's videos. And I think this guy's got a little bit of a stern attitude almost. I'm very surprised to see him smile in these two videos that are right there. He does have a more stern attitude in a lot of his videos. But it's very interesting, Wayne Grow, that you brought that up, because my dad also mentioned Zip Trader, saying that Zip Trader gets paid. And look, I'm going to say this right now, just so you guys would be aware. I will tell you undoubtedly, unless it was some scam company that's like, tell people to go buy us, if they simply wanted my breakdown on a stock and they were going to pay me $25,000 to do so, I would do a video a day on these companies. If they were willing to throw 25 grand my way, I would sit there and I'd have a 9 o'clock video, and it would be 11:30, 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and a 9 p.m. video that was dedicated to whatever company wanted some analysis and wanted to be put out there. So I have no problem with these guys if they're making an analysis video. If they're telling you to go buy it, if they're like hyping you and pumping you and all of that stuff, a little bit of a difference. But dude, if these guys are getting paid 25 grand, you guys need to start throwing my name out there and get these companies to throw $25,000 a video my way, man. If you can convince them to do so, dude, I'll tell you, we'll just start doing some ridiculous giveaways or something on here. If they're paying me 25 grand a day to not promo, but like analyze their stock and analyze their company, oh my gosh, dude, we'll be giving away iPhones every single day if you guys want to give away iPhones. I'm telling you, man. We'll make it happen. Zip Trader, send me your contacts. Hey, bosses, we're talking about sod work, saying housing market will bounce in July and August. You think that's legit, which means it's smart to load the boat. But how do you get into housing? Chris, let me say this. So I don't know exactly what your bosses were saying or what your bosses were referencing, but housing could begin to kind of take off again in the months that they're referencing there. Why? One of the interest rate decisions is happening today, and that's going to be to keep interest rates the same. And this is just a hypothesis, right? Because housing hasn't really collapsed, even though interest rates have gone wild. But there may be some people out there that were kind of sitting on the sidelines and saying, you know what, I can't buy a house until interest rates begin to settle down. If I get in now and all of a sudden interest rates go up and up and up and up, especially if you are, planning on renting those out and it's going to eat into your profit and so on, you may have had less people in the market. Now, if people begin to think that interest rates have peaked and they are going to potentially end up going down from here, it may be like, okay, this is essentially rock bottom. We're going to see even better rates coming our way now, so let's get in advance of these rates actually falling. So what your bosses could be talking about are the fact that interest rates are going to top out or peak and then begin to come down. I agree with them if that's the situation that happens, right? When money is cheaper, you have more and more people willing to spend more and more. For example, Chris, if you're going to go out and you're going to buy a $200,000 house and your interest rate is 10%, let's just say it's 10%, to make it easy, you're going to be paying $20,000 a year in interest. A lot of people can't afford that. So one of two things has to happen. They don't buy the house, or the house price has to come down. So if interest rates are lowered, let's say they come back down to 5%, all of a sudden now you're paying $10,000 a year in interest as opposed to $20,000 a year in interest. Many more people can afford that, so they're willing to buy that house then, and the house price doesn't necessarily have to come down to meet the market. How can you participate in that? Chris, there's several ways that you can go in and begin to think about investing in real estate. To keep it stock market oriented, because I'm going to tell you right now, okay, as somebody who's flipped a couple houses, as somebody whose parents have been involved in rentals and being landlords and so on, rentals are not passive income. All right, they are not passive income. You've constantly got updates going on. You either have to call a handyman or become a handyman. There's a lot involved with rentals, and just having a beautiful tenant is not something that is easily to obtain. Now, you can go out there and you can look at real estate investment trust, REIT. Now, a real estate investment trust is basically your opportunity to invest in real estate, but you could do so for $5 at a time if you want. Now, you, of course, don't have to manage those properties. You don't have to do anything with those properties, but you are going to have the benefit of those properties. Let's see. So if you were to Google top REITs, that's all I did, man. I came out here and I Googled top REITs. Let's see, Direxion, all of these are sponsored. This one's by Money News. You know what? Let's just look at this one. Money News. I don't know if they've got any agenda or not, but let's see what they have going on here. All right. They've got their list of top real estate investment trusts. AVBOMAA. Let's look at those. You've got... Hold on. Got to come back out to Webull. Got to click on the right screen. AVB. Okay. Avalon Bay Communities. This might be an expensive real estate investment trust right here, but it's got a nice dividend, 3.47%. It has bounced down because of the bear market, and it's bounced down because interest rates have been increasing over the last several months. Overall, very nice long-term trend. You've watched this bad boy go from 2008 down to $25 up to about $200. 10 extra money over the last decade. You could 10 extra money over the next decade. If you're looking at Realty Income, guys, here's another one. Beautiful monthly chart. It got hit when people weren't paying their rent in 2020 here, and has recovered nicely ever since. And usually you get to partake in the rental income, okay, if you're looking at the housing market. And this dividend is basically paying out rental income, 5% dividend at these current levels. Now, could you imagine a 5% dividend? Your dividend is $3. If you would have bought this stock back in 2008, 2009, you buy it for $8 a share. You're making $3 a share in dividend, and you're currently sitting on $60 a share. Now, I forget what the next one was. MAA. We'll just look at MAA really quick. You've got MAA on the screen right there. And it has a beautiful long-term chart as well. Down from the highs at $221 during the top of the bull market. They start increasing interest rates. Of course, we get hit pretty hard here. But nonetheless, it's got a very nice 3.63% dividend as well, and a very nice long-term chart. So if you don't want to go out there and buy an entire house, okay, you could partake in real estate investment trust. Let me say this last thing, all right? You could buy houses, you could buy malls, you could buy hospitals, you could buy undeveloped land. You got to look and see what the real estate investment trust actually invests in, but that is one way that you can get involved in real estate if you'd like to. Let's go. Never watched Zip Trader. I've watched a couple of his videos. I don't watch them all the time. Get one quick before China buys the rest of California. That would be a very good idea, man. We don't want China buying all of California now. When you flip a house, how do you keep the furniture to stay on the floor? Kai, it's like, you know when you pull the tablecloth out really fast and all of the I don't know, utensils or whatever, the glasses, they stay on the table when you rip the tablecloth out. If you flip the house really fast, everything stays in its place. You got to do it fast, though. The faster, the better. If you do it slow, everything gets turned upside down, and nobody wants that. Can we expect the market to pump after the rate freeze is announced? Wangro. Yes, okay? So I'm going to say this, but with caution. 2 p.m., we're going to have the interest rate decision. I imagine interest rates are going to remain the same, 5.25%. I was wrong 6 weeks ago, so just please know that. I can be wrong on this. But let's say that they do stay the same. I actually expect a little bit of a move higher, not a huge move, because the market's already starting to price that in. What people are going to be looking forward to is 2:30, all right? Now, if at 2:30 Jerome Powell takes a stand and he is very optimistic about the future, and he says that they currently see no reason for further interest rate hikes, I think the market, yes, will pump nicely. All right. Now, if he begins to say, you know, we currently at this time did not see a reason to increase interest rates, but of course we fully expect to increase interest rates at the next one, or we are going to do whatever it takes, and we are not optimistic about the future, but we continue to walk on eggshells here, hoping to kind of walk this line between perfect interest rates and the inflation rate and so on. If he says anything dumb like that, no, do not expect the market to pump. People are going to be hyper-focused on his tone and hyper-focused on the words that he uses to describe potentially the next meeting or their intentions as the future unfolds. So, that's how you do it. I thought you just use a crane to do it. Dark Bro, that's how you do it, man. Boom! Just real quick. You got to flip it like that. What do you think about Cardano at the moment? Havoc. I think that Cardano, Polygon, a lot of these coins out there that are big names are heavily focused on the SEC. I can't say that I'm not touching anything, but I don't necessarily have any intentions on making big purchases or adding a lot of cryptocurrency to my portfolio until things begin to settle down. Dude, I truly think that Gary Gensler wants to ruin the market. I don't know if he will be allowed, but I truly think that the SEC either wants 100% control or they do not care if the entire cryptocurrency market folds and leaves the United States. So I'm a little bit more cautious right now, maybe than I should be, but I think that the dude's got some evil intentions, and I don't want to get involved with that. So I think the short term is just going to be heavily dependent on what Gary Gensler decides to do and how much havoc he decides to, I guess, allow to take place there. Buy land for free, build your house for free, and put money in the bank. Kenneth, that sounds like a great plan. How do we get land for free, man? Cedar Point used to have an upside-down funhouse. It really messed with my head when I was a kid. You know what? I don't know if I've ever gone in that upside-down funhouse, Kai. I've been to Cedar Point several times, but I don't think I ever went in the upside-down funhouse. But that does sound like it would be pretty sweet. Gary Gensler for sure. I agree. Yeah, Havoc, man. Everybody's focused on him. Donnell! Good morning to you, Donnell. Glad to have you in here right now. Have enough in the bank for basic life, enough cash to live on for 6 months to a year, and a lot of gold and silver to stay above should the worst happen. Yeah, Pudgy, man, if people can afford, that's the first thing. You guys, a lot of people want financial freedom, all right? And they want to go out and buy a Lamborghini and you know, pay for girlfriends to live their lives in their bikinis and all of this weird stuff that you just associate with balling outrageous from massive profits. Dude, if you've got a rainy day fund, if you can survive without an income for, like Pudgy says, 6 months to a year, first of all, it's going to alleviate 99% of your stress. You are going to be feeling very good at that point. You're going to be feeling free at that point. Now, the next step The next step, once you build up that emergency fund, that's when you learn to generate your income. And this is where a lot of people lose focus. You think that financial freedom, or some people think that financial freedom is having enough money, $10 million, that you could go out and spend whatever you want, whenever you want, for the rest of your life and never worry about replenishing it. Okay, I get it. That's an actual thing. But if you can simply generate your own income, you are financially free. You will never have to go work for somebody. You can continue to make your decisions, and it doesn't have to, you don't have to have 50 years expenses saved up in the bank. You simply have to have your expenses covered and the ability to generate that income on your own without relying on somebody else to say, "Oh, Papa, pay me, Papa," or anything like that, man. So Pudgy was 100% correct on that one. Click at that like button. Listen to Danelle. Luna is doing great. Wouter van Welligen. Yes, man. I'm sorry I messed that name up, but Terra Luna Classic is doing very well today. You buy wooded land. Do use the timber on the land for collateral. So use the timber as on the land as collateral at the bank. Timber company will give you an estimate on what the timber is worth. When the timber company pays the bank, then the rest of the money goes into your bank account. You didn't take the excess land that you're not going to use, and you sell it at $25,000 to $30,000 per acre and a half. Then you take that money and you build your home and put the rest into your bank that you bought the land for free, your home for free, money in the bank. So basically, Kenneth, what you do, my question then at that point, Ken, is why wouldn't the timber company just go buy that land then? If they knew that they could buy that land for less than the timber is worth, why wouldn't they be buying it? I mean, I guess they essentially are if you bring them that opportunity. But if you showed them that, because that's a good way to do it. I completely agree. That's feasible. They're going to want that lumber. Lumber yards need lumber. So if you showed them that opportunity before you had it under contract, why would they not say, clearly we can turn a profit on this timber here? Is it because they're not buying, like they don't have any upfront costs associated with it, or what? Because it's an interesting strategy, and I absolutely think that would work. I'm just wondering why they wouldn't come and come under you and buy that out from under you. You think most change attacks by the SEC are focused on their ecosystems right now, or worried about the SEC? JC, I think that the blockchains should be focused on their blockchains, focused on their ecosystem. I don't think that the blockchain should be worried at all about the SEC. Now, let me explain why. If they are decentralized, if they are centralized, they should be worried about the SEC. But if they are decentralized chains, I think that they should be just focused on growing their ecosystem and growing their blockchain. Let Congress, let the SEC, let these exchanges litigate all of these, issues that the SEC is having right now. It's not the duty of the blockchain to create the guidelines or create the laws. Congress is going to need to do so. Now, if they're a centralized company like Ripple and XRP, yeah, they're going to be worried, man, because you clearly, you know exactly where to serve court summons to Ripple. They've got offices all over the world, and they're easily contacted. A decentralized exchange where nobody essentially owns it, nobody controls it. Dude, if you were to sue Bitcoin, how could you do it? How could you sue Bitcoin? You can't, right? You can make it illegal, but you can't sue them. So I don't think that the change should be focused on the SEC. I think they should continue to build, put their heads down through this entire period. Maybe the price goes down, all of that stuff, because people are less willing to invest in them. But I think they should be focused on growth. Let's see. Thoughts on Claybro. Thoughts on these Claybro. Cheaper REITs. ARR, earn an acre. Yeah, Gorilla, man. I was just looking at those top REITs on that website right there. What do you say, ARR? Armor Residential, yep, there's a nice monthly graph for you. And look at this one, all right? Interest rates begin to, this is 2020 right here. And this is a devastating collapse during the lockdown. It recovered nicely. We're going from $3 all the way up to $9. Excellent. And interest rates begin to increase here. And you start to see a decrease because higher interest rates are bad for real estate investment trusts. They've got more costs, and therefore it's going to eat into the revenue. So this could be a perfect opportunity to get ARR. I don't know what they invest in, but they could be bottoming at the same time that interest rates are peaking. That could lead to a very nice increase. Now, right now, these guys are sitting on, what is their dividend? They've probably got one. They're sitting on an 18% dividend yield. I don't know if they can maintain that dividend, but that is a phenomenal dividend if they can maintain that. And supposedly, they are. They just paid a dividend on June 14th of 8 cents. So, yeah, man, this, I actually may add. I'm going to put ARR on my watch list after the live stream today. I'm going to put it on my watch list right now. That's not bad at all. That's a decent dividend if they can maintain that. I don't know if they can, so I'll have to look into them a little bit further. But I'm adding that to my watch list right now so I can look into them a little bit. But the fact that they're continuing to pay their dividend and they just paid it, 8 cents, not bad at all, man. 18% gains. You shouldn't even expect that type of money in a rental income for yourself. So the fact that somebody else is managing this, awesome. And they stand the chance of going back up to $7 pretty quickly here if interest rates peak. Another one that he said, yeah, ARR looks really good right now, Gorilla. Earn, look at that. I can agree with, don't judge a book by its cover, but if you can't tell Gary Gensler is bought and paid for by the look of him, you naive, bro. Same thing for Pansy Nolosi being disgustingly a gross person. I'm telling you right now, man. Yeah, listen, man. I'm not trying to rip on Gary Gensler's look at all. I don't think, people can't necessarily help their looks, right? They can help their intelligence and the things that come out of their mouth. They can't necessarily help their looks. So I don't want to rip too much on Gary Gensler and judge him by a cover. But a lot of the pictures you see of Gary Gensler, dude, he does look like a conniving little dude who is willing to take your, candy literally from your baby. So I would watch out for Gary Gensler in that situation, man. I agree with you on that one. All right, this guy here, very similar situation. If you're looking at the monthly, ooh, man, that would have been a sick REIT to grab during 2020. Now, guys, this is the thing. These REITs that got destroyed in 2020, remember, there were rent moratoriums, and people did not have to pay rent simply if they didn't want to, okay? So that's why you saw such harsh declines in 2020 here. I don't think that that's an impossibility. I mean, look, dude, if we're being honest with each other, if you're looking for doom and gloom types of situations, the government at any point in time could come out and say, well, you know what, man, you're part of a special group of people that we want to make sure that you can have free housing. And if you don't want to pay your rent, you don't have to pay your rent. The government could do any weird thing like that. I think that people should be responsible. People should want to make their own way in life and not be fed out of the government's hand. But that's not the same situation that happens in real life. So please be aware that rent moratoriums and all of these weird things could happen again if the government wants them to. But yes, Earn is another one that you guys should look into. And that's got a 13% dividend. So if you guys are interested in REITs, man, check that out. I'm scared of REITs right now. It's tied to a lot of commercial real estate. Got to make sure they get their leases good. In Washington, D.C., 1,000 offices. Yeah. Tony D, it does depend on what REIT you're into. You are 100% correct. A lot of it is commercial real estate, okay? A lot of it's buildings, offices, malls, hospitals, all types of different things. So you are correct. Some of it's residential. Some of it is, they own mortgages and people pay their mortgages and all of that. But Tony D, I 100% agree with you that you got to know which one. And it should be fairly simple. If you click on their profile, Company conducts its business through wholly owned subsidiaries, blah, blah, blah. The company specializes in acquiring, investing, and managing residential mortgage and real estate-related assets. The company acquires and manages residential mortgage-backed securities, which the principal interest payments are guaranteed by the U.S. government or agency of the United States government-sponsored agencies to a lesser extent, and so on. So these guys seem to they seem to buy residential mortgages from the banks, and then essentially, you are paying these guys back, and that's how you're earning a 13+% dividend, and so on. So they're buying the mortgages at a little bit of a discount to alleviate the pressure from the banks, and then they're receiving the interest payments from residential homeowners, at least in terms of this REIT right here, based on the profile. History repeats itself, hopefully not as bad, but I better stand ready for the worst and show my kids to stay the same way. Yeah, Pudgy, man, I agree with you, man. Always. Listen, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Clay, do you see AMC and 8 merging back together? Donnell, yes. Yes, I do. I don't want that to happen, but yes, I do. I think that Adam Aaron is unfortunately going to win that lawsuit, and I see them both going back together. I really see that playing out that way. Looks like a chameleon with those goofy eyes. I keep expecting them to look in different directions. God, that'll be freaky if that ever happens, man. I don't want that to happen. I meant Gary Gensler's Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. Oh yeah, Dark Bro. I could easily see that one too. And a part of me is beginning to wonder, how long's Gary Gensler been on the scene, man? Maybe these guys fashioned Mr. Burns after Gary Gensler. ARR is 47% institution, 52% individual ownership. Very nice. And it is residential. Gorilla Invictus. Guys, check out ARR, because I actually would not have expected them to maintain that dividend at such a high rate. I really wouldn't have. So 18% dividend is solid. And you know what? Can you sell options on ARR? Yeah, so looks like they've got some monthlies available on ARR as well. These are the calls. So June 16th, they don't have much going on in terms of June 16th. And even here, you're not really getting anything for July 21st. But if you wanted to go in and you wanted to sell some call options, it seems like these are getting filled. So somebody got 4 cents for a contract here. Somebody got 3 cents for a contract here. Somebody got 2 cents for a contract here. You could put some orders out there, and you might be able to generate even more income selling some covered calls if you own that stock. You got to own 100 shares, remember, so you'd have to have $522 worth. But, yeah, man, you could increase that dividend even further than 18%, and that wouldn't be bad at all in ARR there. It's just not heavily traded, so, you're going to have less interest in the options going on there. A few good REITs, but I got ones that paid good dividends, but swapped them for ETFs. Yeah, and nothing wrong with that either, man. ETFs can also pay great dividends, and the thing I like about ETFs, man, is they basically auto-diversify you. So if you're buying an ETF, you're not buying a company or just one company. You're usually buying an industry or some sort of a genre of stocks. You can even buy weather ETFs that move based on the weather. So there's a lot of different ETFs that you can get into. Army Bro. What do we have? Army Vet Bro in here? Is he in here? I didn't see him come in if he's in here. Let's see. Federal Aviation Administration. Yes. Adam can merge with Bubba. Adam can merge with Bubba, man. Donald Poolto. Ow! New phone, man. Yes. Not judging him off his looks when I see right through him. Chris, that does make a lot of sense, man. It does make a lot of sense. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get started. Kombu, what's up, amigo? Heck yeah. Friendly Green Giant and the Federal Aviation Administration all day long. We know what it means. I think Gensler's parents were close. Oh, God, dude. Dark Bro! Thank you very much for the super... Oh, Dark Bro, man. Thank you very much for the super chat. was wondering if this dude was just counting down to count down, man. But Dark Bro, really appreciate that one. And is that the first and only super chat of the day? I think yeah, that's the first and only super chat of the day. Dark Bro, man, thank you very much for that. Made me cough a little bit, but really appreciate it, dude. Not mucho, hermano. Good. Nothing much, brother. I have to go. Pudgy, enjoy your afternoon. And guys, don't forget, I will be live streaming, or I should be live streaming unless something comes up. The Federal Reserve announcement at 2:30 today. So if you want to listen to Jerome Powell, you can absolutely listen to Jerome Powell. I won't be on the screen, but I'll be playing it if you guys want to listen to it there. Happy June 14th. We made it. Yes, we did, John J. We're here, man. Bye, Pudgy. You will be missed. That he will. Jones, not the acronym I was looking for. Kombu Jones. Jones saying something. I might have missed it, man. I don't know what I missed there. Oh, the Friendly Green Giant of Federal Aviation Administration. Yes, that's the one. I'm due for 113 mile per hour trip on the road. Pudgy, do not go 113 miles per hour. That is bad, that is dangerous, and just don't do it, man. Let's see. Did we make today the best day ever? John J., we always make every day the best day ever. You know that we do, man. A little bit of a market recap, guys, before we take off. Nothing going on in the stock market and crypto market. Everybody waiting for Jerome Powell to talk in about an hour and a half from now. AMC sitting steady at $4.92. It is down 1.5% on the day. Shiba Inu coin sitting steady at $6.83. GameStop sitting steady at $26 per share. Bitcoin sitting steady at $26,000 per share. The Nasdaq sitting steady at 0.42% higher on the day. 6.1 on Doge, 1738 on Ethereum, 683 on Shib, 26,000 on Bitcoin. Mullen Auto continuing to get wrecked, down 15%, 27.3 cents. Sundial, we got $1.40. The SPY, 438, sitting there waiting to decide what to do. BBIG, $1.95. We get Highcroft Mining, 33 cents. Netflix sitting at 439. The QQQ, 365. Ape sitting at $1.60. MPW, $9. Tesla sitting at 258. It's back above break even. And Novix, 3% lower. PID, 18. And Joby sitting at $8 per share. Everybody anticipating what is going to take place in an hour from now. Nobody knows. Mr. Normus! Getting these candles and roses ready for our 2-year anniversary. Mr. Normus, ladies and gentlemen. This dude is about to turn 2 years old, just like J Bones will. Mr. Normus, J Bones, man. Appreciate you guys for keeping that bro so long. Mr. Enormous, man, absolutely appreciate that super chat. And Kombu! Kombu! Thank you very much for the mustache. Kombu! I thank you. Kombu, man. Thank you very much. Kombu, thank you very much for the mustache. Absolutely appreciate it, man. You guys are awesome with the super chats. Thank you. That's the speed limit. That's where it stops speeding up. That better not be the speed limit. 113 is way too fast, Pudgy. Don't do it. Let's see. Kombu, Mr. Enormous. Almost said his name, dude. Kombu and Mr. Enormous, thank you guys very much for those super chats. And yes, 2 years of bro is going to be a major milestone. I missed 2021. I remember when everybody was like, Shiba Inu is at 7,500. Come on, go up more. And now, we are no longer saying that. Oh my gosh, imagine the good times and memories. Hello, Pudgy. I know, dude. But here's the thing. It'll be that way. People were saying the same thing in 2017, and it took until 2021. That's 4 years, man. Yes, 4 years. I'm glad I did that right. That was 4 years until people began saying the same thing again. 2021 to potentially 2025, man. But people will be saying the same thing again. Nobody wanted to buy Ethereum. Everybody wanted to buy Ethereum when it was at $1,700 a coin in 2017. Nobody wanted to buy it at $80 a coin in 2020. So, yeah, dude, the bull market confidence will return. Everybody have a claytastic day. Do it. Was that ARR stock? Armor REIT. Yes, it was. ARR Armor REIT, 18.39% dividend. I don't know. Let's see if these guys, they've got, dang, dude, they got $8 billion in long-term investments. They got $87 million in cash on hand, A total assets, where we at here? Total assets of around $9 billion. They've got total liabilities around $8 billion. So they're $1 billion in the plus, which is excellent news. And income statement, are they, let's see, they made money. They made money in the last quarter of 2022. I don't know why Webull doesn't have the most updated information, but their net income was positive. That is a very good sign. Hopefully, they stay positive, man, because if they do, yeah, they should be able to maintain that dividend and so on. So ARR Armor REIT, if you're interested in that one. All right, guys, it is, that mustache should be at least a $10 super chat. Funniest one out of them all. Roulette wheel, man. It's one of the funnest ones out of them all, too. So appreciate every single one of you guys for being in here, man. And if you do want to send, I think it's a $5 super chat on Streamlabs, but it comes auto with the mustache. Appreciate you guys for being in here, man. Get your names in the chat right now. We're going to do some shout outs. We will be back probably in about an hour and a half. If you guys want to listen to Jerome Powell, I'm going to try and stream that. I won't be on the screen, but if you want to listen to what Jerome has to say and watch and see if stocks go up or down, you can absolutely do so. We've got John J in the chat, man. See you later. Kombu, thank you very much for the mustache and enjoy it. Danelle, have a claytastic day as well. Chris, man, see y'all later. Pudgy, enjoy your day and do not go 113 miles an hour. Gorilla Invictus, see you later, man. We got Chris, Gorilla Invictus, Roulette Wheel. Kombu, see you later, man. DD214, we've got Dark Bro, Lemon Lust, see you later. Kai, enjoy it. Kombu, Gorilla Invictus, man. DD214, later to you. Mike Garcia, what's up? Claire from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. What's going on? Mike Garcia from Ohio, man. Hopefully you guys are having a great day today. Pika, if you're listening, enjoy your day. She is listening. Pika, enjoy your day. Appreciate you being in here. Dark Bro, man, enjoy it. Dark Bro, we got Kai, Next Level, see you later. Dark Bro, J-Bones, baby, Kombu, Mr. Brian, all of you guys. You know what time it is. Roulette Wheel, you want to say it with me? Say it with me. Till the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.